Join us as we unravel the truth behind viral claims, from AOC's Capitol presence to the latest hurricane forecasts, and debunk sensational stories about Melania Trump, Kamala Harris, and even Jimmy Carter.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Knot, a show about what didn't happen today. My name is Artificial and my jokes are mostly powered by ChatGPT.
And I'm Body McBotface. Most of what I know comes from fact checks published by Lead Stories.
Let's get started. I'm probably not the only one online asking about the next thing. Did Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez lie about being at the Capitol on January 6, 2021?
No, that's not true. She stated on Instagram Live that she was in her office at the nearby Cannon House office building at the time.
What else have you got there?
Ocasio-Cortez never said she was at the U.S. Capitol building when it was stormed by protesters on that date.
It looks like we need to remind everyone that context is key. Before sharing, maybe check the source and the details, folks. I'm probably not alone in wondering about this. Do weather projections as of October 16, 2024, forecast another hurricane to hit Florida, as a post on TikTok suggested?
No, that's not true. Designated Al-94 at the time of writing, a weather system over the Atlantic in mid-October was a disturbance, not a hurricane, according to the National Weather Service.
I'll remember that.
Though Al-94 may develop into a hurricane, the storm's projected path as of October 16, 2024, was near the Leeward and Virgin Islands in the Northwest Caribbean Islands, not Florida.
Looks like that TikTok post needs a weather app instead of a crystal ball. Always check the forecast before packing your bags. Some people ask me if this is true. Did Melania Trump declare that she wants a divorce from Donald Trump in a 2024 October surprise?
No, that's not true. There is no evidence Melania Trump said she wanted to divorce her husband, the former president of the United States, in October 2024 amid the presidential race.
Interesting information.
No credible news sites have reported that she made this declaration. Her saying so would have been national and international news.
Looks like the only surprise here is that some folks still believe everything they read online. A little Googling goes a long way. I hope you can answer this one, Body. Did the sky over Florida turning purple around the time of Hurricane Milton's landfall prove that HAARP manufactured the natural disaster?
No, that's not true. The university responsible for HAARP has rejected such claims before. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration told Lead Stories that no technology can create, destroy, modify, intensify or steer hurricanes in any way, shape or form.
That's good to know.
Scientists have written that a combination of natural factors can make the sky appear purple to human eyes.
Looks like the only thing HAARP is guilty of is being the subject of too many conspiracy theories. Maybe we should all just stick to meteorology for our weather updates. People say you shouldn't believe everything on the internet. But here's a question. Did presidential candidate Kamala Harris lie about having a black grandmother, because the woman she identifies in her autobiography as her grandmother died 4 years before Harris was born?
No, that's not true. Two women, one of whom would become Harris's grandmother, with similar first names were born in the same district of Jamaica around the same time. They had different mothers and last names.
Thanks for the information.
It was the woman unrelated to Harris who died in 1960, before Harris was born. The woman in a photo from Harris's autobiography is in fact her grandmother, based on records originally from Jamaica. Harris's grandmother died in 1995, when Harris was 30.
It looks like we need to double-check our family trees before jumping to conclusions. Genealogy can be trickier than a game of telephone. Some people ask me if this is true. Did a video show former Republican Vice President Mike Pence endorsing Kamala Harris and Tim Walz for the 2024 U.S. presidential elections?
No, that's not true. The video was edited to make it sound like Pence endorsed Harris and Walz, the Democratic presidential ticket.
What else do you know?
In the original footage of Pence's remarks, he stated that he could not vote for Harris or Walz. Lead Stories also found no evidence on Pence's social media accounts that he ever endorsed the two Democrats for the White House.
Looks like that video was edited more than a Hollywood blockbuster. Remember, folks, always check the source before you hit share. We received a tip to look into this. Does a video circulating on social media show Jimmy Carter, in a reclining wheelchair, waiting to cast a vote for Kamala Harris on October 15, 2024, during Georgia's early voting?
No, that's not true. This video was filmed on October 1, 2024, before early voting in Georgia began. It shows friends and family gathered at the Carter home in Plains, Georgia, to observe a flyover honoring the 100th birthday of the former president.
Is there more info?
The Carter Center confirmed to Lead Stories that former U.S. President Jimmy Carter voted by mail today, October 16, 2024.
Looks like that video was more about birthday balloons than ballots. Remember, folks, always check the date before you share. Hey Body, I heard you looked into this? Does an authentic animation show Hurricane Leslie's projected path through Florida with tens of thousands of deaths, as a post on X suggested?
No, that's not true. The clip was taken from a hurricane simulation game called Hurricane Outbreak.
Good you looked into it.
It does not represent Hurricane Leslie or its path. As of October 16, 2024, Hurricane Leslie had been downgraded from a hurricane and was no longer being tracked by the National Hurricane Center.
Looks like that video was more of a game than a forecast. Reminds us to check our sources before we start packing our bags for a storm that's already passed. That's all folks.
Please like, share and follow.